a very interesting topic that I find quite intriguing, and a lot of you would probably agree with this if you have maybe started something, or let me actually keep it content creation focused. I'm gonna keep this content creation focused, right, for this video. So if anyone of you have started a maybe YouTube channel, or maybe a Instagram page, TikTok page, or whatever, right? And maybe you tell your friends, you realize that your friends actually really are probably your biggest haters. Now, look, there might be a few friends who actually do support you, but majority of them will be your biggest haters. And I'm not saying like they're going to directly like hate on it, or like, talk behind your back, but in a sense of support, right? Now, okay, when I head on Instagram, right, and I see one of my friends post, you instantly like it, right? Cool. Yeah, like it. Okay, cool. And if I post something, okay, cool. Yeah, they like it too. All right. So it's all good, yeah? But when it comes to content creation, for some weird reason, there's no engagement there. They don't interact with it. They don't, like it or whatever. And, that's always kind of confused me. Like, I'm lucky I have one or two friends who are really, really good, and they actually like every kind of piece of content I put. So I'm grateful for that one friend. But yeah, like, it's crazy how, especially because I've been doing this, guys. I've been doing videos for a long, long time now, because I love doing it. I have a passion for creating, whatever it may be, like just creating videos regardless of, what it may be. I love it, right? Something satisfying about it. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So I've been doing this for a long time, and, they all know about my little channels I have, or like accounts I have, and, there's just no kind of interaction there. There's no support there, right? And I'm not like begging for support, right? I'm just saying how interesting it is that your closest people won't support you, but the strangers will, right? The strangers will. And how amazing is that? So I first realized this when I kind of built a little community on Twitch, right? Like, when I say community, I'm talking about like 5 people. And these were all like randoms, right? Like people I didn't know. And, they would tune in, and they still tune in like every single stream. And the support there is amazing. And obviously, I do my best to keep them entertained and, give them content. And it's just the contrast between, your close friend and these strangers. It's crazy. And I'm super grateful, like, for these, people who actually support me, and they don't know like nothing about me, right? And look, obviously, like, everyone has their own lives. I get it. Everyone has, stuff to do. I get it. But I feel like it's so kind of evil eye, in a way. That's the vibe I get. Like, they just can't fathom the fact that, you're doing content creation. And look, if you're someone, who you're surrounded by people, right, who, don't kind of, they're, how do I say this to be nice? I don't want to be rude or mean, but for example, myself, I'm surrounded by, people who don't want to do any sort of content creation, right? Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying those are the people who I am around with, right? I'm the only one who kind of went down this path, right? And so I feel like when you're someone who does something different, that's when people start to be like, hey, you know, what are you doing? Like, you know, what the heck? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like threatening or something, because for some reason, if in this society and world, whenever you try to do something different, you're always going to get hate, right? So that's also like the tough part is, for me, I don't know any other content creators. I don't know, you know, people who are, you know, creating content. That's just, you know, the way it is. People around me, you know, they're just not creative like that, right? This is not, you know, where their kind of ambitions lie, right? So for me as well, like it's much harder because you're kind of like soloing, right? And that's why I think it's super important as well. I feel like this is another topic, but you know, having like-minded, you know, friends, right? Who can, you know, if you want to achieve something, guys, doing it with people also makes it so much better. Because you can bounce ideas off, you can learn off each other, things like that, right? But yeah, that's a whole nother topic in itself. And let me get back on track. So what I'm trying to say is, it's really sad that, you know, our own friends kind of can't, you know, just even like a simple like, just even like simple engagement, you know, just to say, hey, you know, hey bro, I see what you're doing, like, we appreciate it, right? But no, yeah. And back in the day, guys, I used to kind of like push it on my friends. Like, I'd send them my videos. I'd be like, hey, well guys, look, I posted a new video, because I actually thought that, you know, they liked it. So that's why I would send them the videos, right? And then I just stopped, guys, like straight up. I'm like, you know, what am I doing? I'm going to just stop sending them my content, right? Like, look, you know, I just stopped all, you know, kind of talk about my stuff. And that's when I realized, wait, hold on, bro. Like, they're not interested. So I need to stop like pushing it on them as well. And yeah, ever since I kind of stopped that as well, I feel like it's been, you know, much better. You know, they never ask about it or anything, you know. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling a lot and yapping a lot, so I apologize if I'm going off on tangents. That's just how my mind goes and how my mind works. I'm really kind of all over the place, guys, with my like talking, so I apologize if I'm, you know, being a bit confusing for anyone. But yeah, that's kind of where my head is at with that. And let me know what you guys think as well, like if this has kind of happened to you, where, you know, a lot of your friends aren't kind of supporting your content kind of creation stuff. And, you know, when I say that as well, I also mean like, you know, when you ask them to like, you know, hey, like, you know, do you want to kind of like be in a video? Like, do you want to do this? Like, do you want to be in this skit? Do you want to do this dance? You know, and they say no. Guys, the amount of times I've asked my friends to like be in a skit, reel, or dance, and they're just like, no, they'd never do it. Honestly, like, I get it. Not everyone wants to be online and everything, but, you know, it's kind of sad sometimes as well. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I hope this video attracts the correct people. And look, that's why I made this new channel as well, because I feel like every time I've kind of made a channel or account like on Instagram or TikTok, like I tell my friends, hey guys, like I made a new channel, blah blah blah, you know, I feel like it's just evil eyes. So no one knows about this channel. So if you know about this channel, you're a real one for sure. Because yeah, none of my friends know about this, and I'm not going to tell anyone about this channel. I just want to keep it, you know, clean, neat, tidy, no, you know, evil eyes on it. So yeah. Well, there's my rant for you guys today. It's always a pleasure talking to you all. I hope I'm not crazy. Nah, I'm not crazy, am I? Nah. But I'll catch you guys next time. It's been the Butthead King. See you guys later.